the strangest, funniest, and most unexpected facts about the biggest country in the world. Russia is home to one of the most ancient inhabited cities on the planet. We're talking about Durban in the Republic of Dagestan. According to some data, people have been living there as long as 5,000 years ago. In ancient times, the city used to be a stronghold, referred to as the Caspian Gate, and inhabited mostly by Persians, defending the Caspian Passage from other peoples. The Moscow Kremlin is the biggest medieval fortress in Europe. The Moscow Kremlin takes up 277,000 square meters of space, while its wall, stretched out, is 2 kilometers long. Architectural treasures dating back to the 14th century onwards can be found on its territory. Cathedrals, churches, a Peter the Great-era armory, the Kremlin and Senata palaces, the latter of which houses the office of the Russian president. The oldest mountain in the world is also in Russia. Okay, this one is debatable, but some data estimate Mount Karandash in Chelyabinsk region to be as old as 4.2 billion years. An idea that could be explained by the fact that it comes from the Earth's mantle. After numerous tectonic shifts over billions of years, its material gradually inched upward, creating the mountain, which is part of the Urals mountain range. Sushi is more popular in Russia than in Japan. The popularity of the Japanese dish in Russia exploded in the 1990s, when it was considered extremely exotic. But the more popular it got, the more affordable it became, finally entering everyday life and becoming little more than fast food. Of course, it's because of that affordability that Russian sushi also differs greatly from the Japanese original. Russia has a massive variety of weird monuments. Russians seem to have a fetish for monuments. There are about 172,000 of them across the country, and not all are the usual kind. For instance, one in Stavropol Krai honors the medical enema, while Moscow has one that appears to worship soft cheese. Russia is home to the weird sport of helicopter golf. The aim of the game is for a player to hit a massive ball measuring 1 meter in diameter into a designated zone using a 4-meter-long hockey stick from a moving helicopter. The first championship was held in 2013. The longest railroad track in the world is in Russia. We're of course talking about the Trans-Siberian Railroad, which measures 9,298 kilometers in total length and crosses 8 time zones, 87 cities, and 16 rivers. If you travel non-stop, the journey would take you almost a week. Most of Russia is uninhabited. More than 50% of the country's territory is covered in untraversable taiga and permafrost of the north. Therefore, most of the country's population resides in its western and southwestern parts. Russia is home to the oldest active volcano in the world. We're talking about the Kluchevskaya Sopka, more than 7,000 years old, located on the Kamchatka archipelago. The volcano is considered to be among the most active in the world, with over 30 eruptions having taken place over the last 100 years.